So hello everyone, in this audio class we will discuss the 10 most important questions from the chapter Geomorphic Processes, chapter 6 from the book Fundamentals of Physical Geography. These questions will be very much important for your upcoming KVS NVS Geography PGT interview. So let's get started with the question number 1. So what are the geomorphic processes? So geomorphic processes are the physical and chemical actions of endogenic and exogenic forces that modify the earth's surface. Endogenic processes originate within the earth and mainly build relief, while exogenic processes operate on the surface and mainly wear down and modify relief. For example, Himalayan uplift by tectonic forces and subsequent erosion by rivers. Next question, differentiate between endogenic and exogenic forces. So endogenic forces originate within the earth and mainly are land building forces. For example, tectonic movements and volcanism. Exogenic forces operate on or near the earth's surface and are mainly land wearing forces. For example, weathering, erosion, mass wasting and deposition. For example, tectonic upliftment builds the Himalayas while rivers continuously erode them. Next question, the earth is a playfield for two opposite groups of geomorphic processes. Explain. So the earth's surface is shaped by two opposing groups, endogenic and exogenic processes. Endogenic forces build or elevate relief, while exogenic processes wear down relief and fill depressions. Thus, the present relief of the earth is the result of their continuous interaction. For example, Himalayan uplift occurs due to tectonic forces, while rivers and glaciers continuously modify the mountains. Next question, what are the major exogenic geomorphic processes? So major exogenic processes are weathering, that is breakdown or decomposition of rocks in situ. And next is mass wasting, it is the downslope movement of material under gravity. Next is erosion, that is the removal and transportation of material. Next is deposition, that is the accumulation of transported material. For example, a river erodes material upstream and deposits it downstream. Next question, what is weathering and explain its types? So weathering is the mechanical disintegration and chemical decomposition of rocks through atmospheric and biological processes, generally in situ. Three major types are physical weathering, that is mechanical breakdown of rocks. Next is chemical weathering, that is chemical decomposition or alteration of minerals. Next is biological weathering, that is action of plants, animals and microorganisms. For example, plant roots widening cracks into rocks represent biological weathering. Next question, explain the major processes of chemical weathering. So major processes are solution, that is minerals dissolve in water. Next is carbonation, that is carbonic acid reacts with rocks, especially limestone. Next is hydration, that is minerals absorb water and undergo alteration. Next is oxidation, oxygen reacts with minerals, especially iron bearing minerals. And reduction, that is chemical changes occur under conditions of limited oxygen. For example, carbonation produces solution features in limestone regions. Next question, what are mass movements? So mass movements are the downslope movement of rock debris under the direct influence of gravity. They may be slow, that is called soil creep. Next is rapid, can be rapid, that is called landslides, rock falls and debris flow. And for example, landslides are common in Himalayan region due to steep slopes and heavy rainfall. Next question, why is weathering important for soil formation? So weathering provides the basic mineral material required for soil formation. The weathered material combines with organic matter and is modified by biological and chemical processes. Thus weathering is an important prerequisite for soil formation. For example, weathered rock material mixed with humus gradually develops into soil. Next question, exogenic processes derive their ultimate energy from the sun. Explain. So solar energy drives the atmospheric and hydrological cycles that power most exogenic processes. Running waters, glaciers, wind, groundwater and waves act as major geomorphic agents, while gravity assists downslope movement. For example, solar heating drives the water cycle, producing rainfall and river erosion. Next question, and this is the last question for today. Distinguish between weathering and erosion. Can erosion occur without weathering? So weathering is the breakdown or decomposition of rocks in situ, whereas erosion involves the removal and transportation of materials by geomorphic agents. Yes, erosion can occur without significant contemporary weathering because rivers, glaciers or wind can transport already loose or weathered material. For example, a river can transport previously deposited sediment without first weathering them. So, thanks for listening. Keep listening for further audio classes. Thank you.